Good morning from the Kajang rice fields in Bali. It is day 5. I did my morning run up here. It was only like 2 kilometers. Definitely doable, but the road turned into a dirt road and I twisted my ankle a while ago and I don't want to retwist it running on a dirt road. That was how I twisted it the first time. Bali has so many rice fields. I'm going to go to the famous ones, but this was on the map and it looks a little muddy, so maybe it's not the best season for looking at rice, but it's beautiful up here. It's starting to be the rainy season, so it rains in the early morning, which is why there's water running, which is why I'm waking up later. In Thailand, I woke up at 4:30, which I think would be 5:30 here because of the hour time difference. But here, I'm waking up at like 7. 4:30 is not happening. This whole road is paved with pavers that people wrote little custom things in. It's really cute. My mom does bird watching. That was freaking long. I hadn't really connected just how much time I spend outdoors when I travel, because here in Bali there are outdoor things to do, but there aren't a lot of parks. Usually when I travel I spend a lot of time outside, and here I've been outside walking a lot, and I've done like the hiking and this, but a lot of what there is to do in Bali is like food, which even if it's an outdoor restaurant, you're still sitting. I don't really like being around people all the time, so I've been craving alone time and I couldn't figure out why, and it's because there's always people around. So finding something like this, a walk alone, is helpful and really nice. People don't wake up as early in Bali as they do in Thailand. This has been such a delightful way to start off a Bali morning. I think my main thing on the agenda for today is finding a new journal. I'm a writer, and for the past couple years I've just traveled and planted myself different places and just worked on my writing. So that is what I'm doing here too. So I do have a project that I'm working on, and my goal is to get done while I'm in Bali, but my goal is also to see Bali while I'm in Bali. So we'll see what happens. I write every day, at least something, and so yesterday I filled in the last lined page of my journal, and so I have one blank page at the end that I think I'm going to use today, and hopefully I will have found a new journal by the end of today. I'm going to check out the art market and hopefully I'll find one there. So the art market is actually a lot of places, a lot of little alleys and buildings. And I am going to look through it all to find the perfect notebook to replace my journal. I don't really like that one. Notebooks, which I don't really like, so I'm going upstairs, floor number 2, and we'll see if anyone else has anything different. Building 1, strikeout. They all have the same notebook, which is not gonna work for me. Now it's time for building number 2. They have more things rather than clothes in this building, so I feel like I'm on the right track. Okay, no luck here. They all literally have that same one, which I don't like. So I'm gonna try one of the streets. And that looks like the site of an impending rain cloud. Here comes the rain. Everyone puts things away when it rains, so I'm going to stop for lunch and let this shower pass. Alright, the rain has stopped. I am fed. And I am still looking for a notebook. Keeps raining, so everyone keeps packing up their stalls. This is a bad day to run out of journal space. I am going to try a store. I found a store that had different journals, but they were all the same 2 designs, and I didn't like either of them. So I have one more place I'm going to try, but it is harder to find a new journal than I thought it would be. I'm pretty happy with it. It was the one I liked the best out of my options, and it was only 2,500 rupiah, which is like less than a cup of coffee. It's probably like $1. I have to look it up how much it is, but it's not expensive. It's really pretty. I like the colors. They had a few options, and this one I liked best. They were all the same on the inside, so it's got the brand and like a date. I'm not really sure what number and date, like what this journal is marketed as used for, or like this notebook, but for me it will work as my next journal. Journals are surprisingly hard to find here. I looked for stationery stores and I couldn't find any. There were some bookstores on the map, but then I went to where they said they were and they weren't there. So I don't know if it was like a road stand that wasn't set up because of the rain, or if the map was wrong, or if I just missed it, who knows. But I have a new journal that literally took me all day, but it's done. It's always funny finding out like the random things that are just really hard to find certain places. And it's funny because at all of these stalls, people have notebooks where they like keep track of what they sell, but no one sells those notebooks. And I'm like, and I tried asking someone where they got theirs from, or like where they sell notebooks, and they did not understand what I was talking about. Or they did, and they just didn't tell me. I guess all of the street vendors have the same vendors for where they get their stuff, because literally everyone had the same notebook options, and they didn't look super durable, and I didn't like the design, and the paper looked rough, which I don't have a specific problem with, but in this case it just looked cheap. It didn't look well made, and so I would rather have something like this where I know it's going to hold together and I don't have to worry about it taking up too much space either. It's pretty compact. It's a nice size, so yes, I feel so much better. And now I am all set, probably for the end of the year. I finished journals. I mean, it depends how big they are, but I finished journals pretty quickly. Mission accomplished, day 5 in Bali. Thanks for joining me, and I will see you tomorrow.